Hey everyone, welcome back to Art a la Carte. In this video, I'm going to be doing part 3 of a 5-part series on coloring hair with color pencils. So I've already done these first 2 already. If you haven't seen those videos, I'll leave links to those in the description box below. You can go and check those out. Today we're going to be doing this little girl here. It'll be super fun, so let's get started. A lot of the techniques that we'll be using for her hair coloring I covered in the first 2 videos, so I strongly recommend that if you haven't watched them, go and check those out. Come back to this video. But this one we're going to be focusing on how to make it look like it's in this kind of braid and pulled back. First thing you want to do is find out what color hair you want her to be. For this one, I'm going to use kind of a reddish brown color. But to start off with, I'm going to start off with a kind of a light, bright orange. And I'm just going to begin to lay this down in my piece. Alright, so I have her hair all kind of laid in with this color, and this is kind of going to be my highlights and kind of warmth undertone to this picture. So now I'm going to go in with a darker color. This one is going to be my Sepia, and I'm going to begin to pull in my shadows. So I'm going to find places that I want to push back, like back here towards the back of her hair. I'm going to put in a little bit of shadow right there. I'm not burnishing anything yet. I'm just laying the color in. I also want to push the hair, the back part of her hair away from her bangs. So put a little bit of that color in there, and you'll see that I'll just pop her bangs out. I'm going to gradient this out just a little bit so it's not super harsh. And I want to put a little bit of this towards the bottom of her bangs to make like her bangs like they're folding in. Again, if some of these things aren't making sense to you, it's probably because we covered them in one of the 2 videos here. And if you haven't watched those, check it out. Just keep in mind where your highlights are, where the fullness of your head is going to be. So obviously the fullness is going to be right here towards the bridge. I'm going to put just a little bit of this highlight pushing, or the shadow pushing the hair back a little bit. It's going to bring her bangs out a little bit. But down here in the braid itself, how do we get this braid in here? I'm going to swirl in a little bit of color right here where the 2 pieces kind of curl into each other. Right along there. That's going to pull them out, and it's going to push this front part up. I'm going to pull in a little bit of shadow at the base of the hair tie as it kind of comes out. So right now I have my really light highlights, I have my dark shadows. Now I'm going to come in with my warm mid-tone, which this one is a burnt ochre. So it's going to be the kind of the red of her color. And for this one, just like I did with her hair, I'm going to begin stroking in my hairlines using the direction of how her hair is going in these kind of nice little lines here. I'm also going over my shadows just to warm them up because I want her hair to be a little bit more reddish. And then as I come and bring these in, and also this really depends on how you draw your braid. For just this braid here, again, it's not super detailed, it's more of a flat cartoony, but I'm just going to darken those in just a little bit, kind of blend those colors up just a little bit. Pull these down. Okay, with the bangs here, I'm going to flick up from the base. Remember, if your pencil's starting to get dull, take a little time to sharpen that. You want a nice crisp line. You don't want a really dull pencil for this. Following the direction of the hair. Even though I'm starting from the bottom and working up, I'm still following that direction, how that, not going straight, I'm doing this nice little bit of a curve. And I'm going to curve down from the crown of her head. So at this point, if you want to add a little bit more dark color to some of the darker shadows, you can do that if it's just kind of blended out a little bit too much. Crisp up those shadows. Remember, that's what color pencil is all about. It's about taking those layers, adding a little bit, fixing a darkening, highlighting. And then lastly, I'm going to take a little bit of this yellow. I'm going to kind of just now burnish those in a little bit more. If you want a little smoother technique, add a little bit more golden touch to her hair. Well, 3 down, 2 more to go. I'm super excited to see what you guys do with these, especially if you print this off and practice your own colored pencil technique on this. Make sure to take a picture of it, send it to me on my Facebook page or Instagram, or you can even send it to me to my post office box. I'll have all the links to those in the description box below. Well, thanks again for joining me, and until next time, God bless you guys, and we'll see you later. Bye-bye. No, like, definite dark, medium, light, lighter, white, you know, just try to get it as smooth as possible